show.
Hello everyone, it is Suzanne Hart here, and I want to talk to you about goal setting. And let me ask you this question. Have you ever found yourself shrinking your goals to meet your present situation? Right? So you're thinking, okay, I've got to set some goals for down the road. And as you set your goals, you go, no, that can't, that's too hard. I won't be able to achieve that. And what you're actually doing is you're shrinking your goals and actually shrinking the vision of what's possible for your life to fit your present circumstance. So you shrink it to fit your bank account, you shrink it to fit your money, you shrink it to fit your time, right? So if you don't have a lot of time freedom, you fit it into 2.5 weeks of vacation, whatever it is. You shrink. And you say you're being realistic. How many of you are really just realistic? Well, I'm going to say to you, that's not actually how a vision or a goal setting actually works in my world. So first of all, a vision does not live in your present reality. That's just really a small goal, right? You know you can do it because you know your present reality. A vision lives way outside what's comfortable and way outside what's known for you. So this is how I suggest that you begin to set goals. I want you to take a moment, sit back, maybe get a glass of wine, listen to some jazz, whatever it is. And I want you to just take a moment and daydream. And say, what would be the perfect day in my life? Right? And actually kick back. So for me, if anybody knows me, my perfect day is I wake up in the morning and I walk down to the beach because I live on a house in the hills overlooking the ocean, and I go for a walk on the beach and I come back and I do a little bit of yoga, and then I walk the stairs back up to my home. And as I get up and I crescent that just come over the hill there, I take in my vast patio that's surrounded by these luscious tropical flowers. And I usually stop and I just drink in the smells of purples and pinks and all the wonderful colors and all the colors that come with the tropics. And I'll tell you, green actually does have a color. I know that, right? So I drink it in. And then I'll walk across and over here I have an outdoor kitchen and an outdoor dining room. Then I have my jacuzzi with my outdoor shower. And then I have my fire pit with those shared lounge, those chairs that you lounge back on. They're all sitting there. And I just take a look at the landscape. Then I walk into my home and I go into my kitchen, and I'll tell you, I know every inch of that kitchen today. And I have an open concept living room, dining room, it's open. And the front of my house has that indoor-outdoor living. So the whole back wall just opens up, and all the windows push back into the wall, and now I've got the breeze from the outside flowing in and a white curtains just kind of bellowing. And then I have the master suite, my office with a whole thing of windows and a little patio off it. I have a patio off my master suite. I have 2 guest bedrooms that's connected by one bathroom. And so I visit this place every day. I know every inch of it. Now, as I daydream and I sit in this vision, I never really ask myself how. I just go, this is where I'm going. And then over time, I kind of roll back and I go, if I were to when I sit in this vision, what would be the goals? And I set goals from that place. See, I can't set goals that are based in something in the future that is very attractive to me. And then I begin to set goals, and I set goals year in, year out. And every year I get a little closer to my goals. And every year I get a little bolder, and my goals become a little bigger because I'm bigger. I've grown, right? And it's kind of this compounded effect where I'm on this journey, and as I grow, my goals get bigger, and as I grow, my goals get bigger. Now, this is the interesting thing. Is it guaranteed that I'm going to hit my target? Absolutely not. But I'll tell you one thing: I won't end up in the small life that I'm living now. I'll end up somewhere else. I'll end up somewhere equally as spectacular. I believe I'll end up, if not in that place, very close to that place. Because it's all I'm focused on. And what you focus on, you always find. And what you focus on, you always become. So don't worry about now. Don't set your goals looking at now. Set your goals looking into the future. And say, that's what I want. Set big goals, worthy of your life. Set goals that have you become someone you don't yet know. because she or he is in there. But it's the goals that you set that will find that person, that will create the transformation, that will have you become the individual that achieves everything that's living in here. I truly believe that I never get gifted any idea, any vision for my life that I'm not capable of achieving. But I gotta believe it. And then I gotta focus on it. And then I gotta reverse engineer it. And then I gotta trust the process. And I gotta surrender to the process. And so each year I set my 100 goals, and that's a whole other video. Each year I set my 100 goals, and I say to myself, each goal that I set represents one step towards the future I'm designing for my life. So over the past 10 years, I've taken 100 steps. It's pretty cool. It's that simple. So don't get caught up in where you are, because who you are, where you are, does not determine your future. It's just where you're starting. It doesn't have to be where you end. But if you focus here, it will be where you end. But if you focus out there and you cast a vision worthy of your life, you must expand, because that's where you're focused on. Take care. I hope this assists, and I'll talk to you soon.